What's up guys, Ghost here and welcome to this quick guide to AoE farming as a mage in WoW Classic. So first of all we'll go over the strategy and then we'll take a quick look at talents, and finally I'll give you guys a few tips and tricks that I've picked up myself whilst leveling up. Alright, so first of all, you guys don't need to be that high level to start this off. The absolute minimum level is 22, that's the level you get Blizzard at, and that's also the level that you will have 3 points in Improved Blizzard, which gives the slow effect. So first of all, I recommend wanding the mobs to pull them. You're not going to have a mount until you hit level 40 and you've got 100 gold to buy one. So try not to run too far all over the place. Try and group the mobs up relatively close to one another, frost over them, and then hit them up with a Blizzard. So you should have time to hit them with 2 Blizzard casts before they reach you. Just make sure that where you're placing the Blizzard is with the back of the circle on the farthest mob. Like, just clip the farthest mob with the very edge of the circle, and that way it'll ensure that you get the most amount of ticks of damage on the mobs. So once they reach you, Frost Nova should be coming off cooldown at that point. If you have Cone of Cold, you can use that, but just beware that you only get that at level 26. Alright, so let's take a look at the talents here. First 3 you want to put into Elemental Precision. Less resistance chance for your frost spells, so that's going to be really good for Frost Nova. And the last 2, put them in Improved Frostbolt. After that, Improved Frost Nova for obvious reasons, and Permafrost again because it's good for kiting. Then at level 20, 21 and 22 you want to pick up Improved Blizzard, and that's really the crux of this whole tactic. That's why you can really only do this at level 22 and above. After that, it's really quality of life improvements. You can pick up Cold Snap, which is good if they resist your Frost Nova because you can cast another one. The last point, you just put into Piercing Ice. Then you're going to go down to Arctic Reach, which is going to give your Frost Nova bigger radius, more range on Blizzard, etc. Frost Channeling reduces the mana cost by 15% of all your Frost spells, so that means you can cast more Blizzards. Obviously, further down from that, I will be speccing into Ice Block so that I can easier group up mobs. If you Ice Block, they will just attack you, so you can just get out of there, Frost Nova them instantly, and then blink away. Improve Cone of Cold because that's one of your best CC spells, and then you'll be ending here on Ice Barrier, which again is going to help with rounding up the mobs and staying alive. After that, most people usually spec into Arcane, and the main reason is because of this talent here, Arcane Concentration. So what they will do is they'll equip rank 1 Arcane Explosion, and they'll go run around spamming this on, as many mobs as they can until they trigger clear casting, thereby getting a absolutely free of charge Blizzard cast and saving a ton of mana. Alright guys, so a couple of tips here. So make sure that the area that you're pulling into is preferably open and doesn't have any patrols. Make sure you've cleared all of those, and also make sure that you're grouping the mobs up quickly and efficiently. You don't want to be getting hit by a mob while you're running over to the next one ready to wand him, all the time taking damage. I'm sure if you play a mage, you know how squishy they are, so time is really of the essence. Also, I would recommend only taking on mobs of your level or below. You'll see in some of these clips, I am taking on mobs that are the same level as me, and a lot of the times, with no ice barrier, no mount to use to group them up with, I'm almost dying. And believe me, whilst I was learning how to AoE grind, I had a lot of deaths. I've pretty much got it down now, but just be prepared to die, to have to run away and abandon the pull completely and, live to AoE another day. Also, don't forget to conjure any mana gems that you might have once you get a level to get those, because you're going to get really fast using this tactic. Don't forget about Cold Snap either. That's going to come in handy if they happen to resist your Frost Nova. And one other trick you can use is to Frost Nova them and then use Evocation if you find yourself too low on mana to finish them off with a Blizzard. Now, in regards to the best places to grind, I'm sure you guys are familiar with a guy called Joker who got the world first level 60. He's released an article detailing all the places that he grinded through the various levels up to 60. So I will include a link to that down below, but just beware, since he is quite popular at the moment, a lot of people will be using these locations. So unless you're going to mess about getting invited in order to skip to a different layer and all that kind of thing, expect plenty of other mages to be there. Honestly, I think these days you'll be better off just following the questing path and simply using AoE grinding in order to complete your quests. Now, if you aren't yet level 22 and you can't start AoE grinding, there are basically two choices you have. You can either go Frost and start going down the path towards the AoE spec, although it will be pretty slow going, you know, killing stuff with Frostbolt, it does take time. Alternatively, you can spec Fire, which will be much faster. However, you are going to have to pay 1 gold to respec, and at level 22, 1 gold is quite a lot of money. But obviously, that comes down to personal preference. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you all found this one useful. If you did, please leave a like down below. That would mean so much to me. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.